Welcome back to Poorly Educated Today in the News, where the coffee's burnt, the pancakes are rubbery, and the news is somehow even worse. I swear, every time I open a headline lately, I feel like I'm playing whack-a-mole with flaming raccoons, and the raccoons are winning. But we got a full plate today, folks. DHS shutdowns, Greenland real estate wars, Wall Street doing the cha-cha, and the Seahawks reminding America that defense ain't dead, it's just been napping real hard. So let's dive in before something else catches fire. Segment 1. Shutdown Showdown. DHS goes darker than my ex's heart. Well, y'all, the government done shut down the Department of Homeland Security, which is bold because normally they shut my homeland down, like when my neighbor Earl tried to deep fry a frozen turkey and blew out the whole block's power. But this time, it's Uncle Sam. TSA's furloughed, so airports are basically a lawless zone where your suitcase might get searched by a bored dad with cargo shorts and an attitude. Senate Democrats said, "No money until ICE gets body cams, warrants, and stops chasing folks around like they're on an episode of Cops filmed by raccoons." Honestly, can't blame them. Turns out ICE agents in Minneapolis allegedly fibbed harder than my cousin, claiming he almost went pro in high school wrestling. Video showed no shovel-wielding ambush, no broom ninja fight, just agents making up a story like toddlers explaining why the cat is shaved. And then the shutdown hit CISA too, our cyber defenders. Perfect timing, since the world's on fire and hackers are probably warming up like they're in the Super Bowl of chaos. Imagine telling your electricity grid, "Hey buddy, good luck out there. Daddy needs a nap." But the funniest part? FEMA's got $7 billion sitting there like a kid holding their allowance but not allowed to spend it. Sorry folks, your town's underwater, but the paperwork fairy is on vacation till the 23rd. This government ain't gridlocked anymore. It's grid-fainted. Segment 2. Greenland or bust. Trump tries buying Earth's biggest ice cube. Next up, the Trump administration is trying to buy Greenland again. I don't know why this man thinks countries are Pokemon cards, but apparently he wants the shiny holographic Arctic edition. Diplomats from Denmark and Greenland flew in like exhausted parents trying to get a toddler to stop licking the dog. Greenland told us, "We don't want to be Americans. We don't want to be Danes. We want to be Greenlanders," which is polite Nordic speak for "leave us the hell alone." Trump responded by hinting we could take it the hard way, which raised every eyebrow from Canada to Iceland. Nothing like threatening a NATO ally to make the whole alliance look like a dysfunctional PTA meeting. But I do get the appeal. It's full of rare minerals, future shipping lanes, and ice colder than my Aunt Mildred after she lost her church bingo tiebreaker. But still, you don't get to claim land just because it's shiny. This ain't Minecraft. And if we're invading a place, could we at least pick one with beaches? Greenland's prime minister is standing firm, though, probably because he's watched Americans try to handle snow and thought, yeah, no. Segment 3. Wall Street's emotional breakdown. Dow hits 50,000. Over in the land of money wizards, the Dow just cracked 50,000 for the first time ever, which is great news unless you're me, because every time the stock market rises, someone tells me it's proof the economy's fine while I'm over here digging change out of my cup holder to buy gas station nachos. Airlines, banks, industrials, all soaring like they're on whatever pre-workout powder bodybuilders keep trying to sell me on Facebook. But tech stocks, they're falling like my uncle when he tries parkour after 2 beers. Turns out AI is eating software companies from the inside, like some kind of robot tapeworm nibbling on revenue streams. Anthropic released an AI lawyer plugin that scared consulting firms so bad they probably started updating their resumes mid-meeting. Meanwhile, Oracle's out here winning because they own the giant server farms needed to power this stuff. The AI gold rush is turning into a heavy equipment rental business. And while Wall Street's dancing, Congress passed a $901 billion defense bill. That's almost $1 trillion. $1 trillion. I can't even imagine that number. I tried once and my nose started bleeding. But hey, defense contractors are thrilled. Somewhere, a Lockheed Martin executive just bought himself a gold-plated lawnmower. Segment 4. Iran, Ukraine, and the world's worst family mediation session. Meanwhile, the U.S. is prepping for a possible weeks-long military campaign against Iran. We've sent not one but 2 aircraft carriers, which is basically the geopolitical version of slapping your hand on the poker table and saying, "All in, baby." Trump and Netanyahu agreed on a full-force pressure campaign, which usually means something's about to explode somewhere. We're even cracking down on Iranian oil sales to China, which is bold, because China loves cheap oil like I love good barbecue. If we start stopping tankers, buddy, we're all gonna feel it at the pump. I'm talking $10 a gallon, call your horse broker kind of fuel prices. And at the same time, we're forcing peace talks between Russia and Ukraine like a tired parent making 2 feuding kids share a toy. Zelensky might hold a referendum and elections to legally okay giving up part of Donbass. That's a rough sell. Hey folks, democracy is fun. Now please vote which chunk of your country we should hand over to the invading army. But the administration wants this war wrapped so they can focus on the Middle East bonfire. Europe's nervous, China's watching, Russia's smirking. Global politics is basically an episode of Jerry Springer now. Segment 5. Technology, Health Panic, and Deepfake Supreme Court Justices. Oyez just debuted AI-powered video recreations of Supreme Court justices synced to real audio, which is incredible until someone uses it to make Justice Roberts announce he's quitting to become a magician. This is why we can't have nice things. Sure, it helps the public understand the court, but it also means deep fakes are now wearing robes and issuing opinions. We are 5 minutes away from someone posting a video of a justice saying Burger King is unconstitutional, and half the country believing it. Meanwhile, public faith in health agencies continues dropping faster than my cholesterol after my doctor banned me from eating fried cheese curds. RFK Jr.'s reforms haven't helped. Turns out that when you question science all day, folks stop trusting the scientists. Who could have guessed? We're staring down a future where disease outbreaks depend on whether somebody watched the right YouTube video. Lord help us all. But at least weather forecasting's getting better thanks to AI. Hurricane predictions are now stronger than ever, which is ironic because the public institutions warning us about them are weaker than ever. America is basically a high-tech house with no front door. Segment 6. Seahawks win, Olympics drama, and the retirement of the point guard. Ending on sports because if we don't, I'll start drinking before noon. The Seahawks dominated the Patriots in the Super Bowl, like they were punishing them for bad life choices. Kenneth Walker III ran like he was late for church, and the devil himself was blocking traffic. Seattle's defense had Drake May running more than I do when Taco Bell hits wrong. Then we got Olympic drama. Ilya Malinin fell twice, Kazakhstan snagged gold, and apparently curlers are accusing each other of sabotage. I always thought curling was the calmest sport alive. Now it's turning into Real Housewives of the ice rink. And Chris Paul officially retired after 21 seasons. The point god is hanging it up. I remember being young when his career started. Now my knees make a popping noise when I stand up, so thanks for the reminder of my own mortality, Chris. In conclusion, this week proves one thing. America is juggling way too many flaming torches, and half of them are pointed at our own feet. DHS is shut down. Greenland's resisting annexation like it's 1492. Wall Street's breakdancing. The Middle East is a tinderbox. Supreme Court deepfakes are becoming educational tools, and sports are just as chaotic as everything else. But don't worry. I'll be here, sitting on my porch, explaining it all with the grace and wisdom of a possum digging through a Waffle House dumpster. Stay tuned. Stay confused. Stay poorly educated.